Okay, here we are on the invoice screen, which we just designed. Now we're going to add a few things, change a few things around to make it a little bit more usable for both us as the designer and the programmers and the users, mostly for the users. Screens are totally for users. You notice that I have a protected field here. When resolved, we still see that this is field 1, and it's going to be a 6-character invoice number. It doesn't match up with much of anything else, but that's okay. It doesn't line up in any case with the other 3 fields right below it, customer, date, or type. But these are all lining up in their own little columns, and that's okay. It's a calculated field. We're gonna generate that field from within FilePro processing, so I don't want their cursor to go into it. Their cursor is going to come first into this field 3, the customer code field. They'll type in the customer code field, and you notice that over here we have the bill to address, which is really the address of the customer. I know that I can get this information from the customer file. We're in the invoice file. I don't have to have the user type in the bill to address for every customer every time he enters it in. So I'm going to turn these into protected fields. And when the customer types in the customer code or puts the customer code in that field in some way, I'm going to pop in these fields that I just show as protected here. The ship to we may have to type in. We'll leave that alone. What other fields are going to be protected over here? Well, I don't want them multiplying the quantity times the price, and they might come up with the wrong answer. So I'm going to do that for them. And I'm going to do that for the users. And like I just added up the subtotal of all these 3 fields. And I have down here the total. I think the total should be calculated. And then if they ever give us a payment, we'll subtract that from this total, and they'll end up with this, which is a calculated field. Okay, so this is important to put calculated fields everywhere. Now all I want to do is press F8, go to the cursor path, and put in the rest of the cursor path. So to do that, I press F8, C, and I know that. I know that I'm going to start with 3, 4, and 5, and after that I may go to the billing address. Okay, so I'll say F8. C, and I'm going to always put a tab as the beginning of a screen, 3, 4, 5, then I'm going to tab over, and I don't remember what they are, now I do, they're 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, and 22, and so forth. Oh, and I see a mistake that I made here, so I might as well fix it right now. I have to go over here, I press tab enough times that I should know where I am, but I don't. Let me try again. Zoom over. Okay, and there we go. These guys are going to be, they'll be popped in when we type in the customer code. Okay, but now I'm looking to get to field 17 and go down to 23. So I'll go back to my customer code and I'll type them in. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Then I'll put a tab, escape, so I got to go see where I am. I press escape, and it's telling me there's a field here somewhere. When I hit enter, it should show me, oh, field 23 is not there. Let me get rid of it for now. Go look on the screen. Go to, oh, it's 3 because I pushed it off. I did something wrong with it. Okay, so I'm going to go down there to that field, and I'm going to make this a 23. That's good. See, by the way, if I resolve the fields, they all still do resolve nicely. That's good. Okay, so let's keep going, and this time I'm going to go down to field 25, and then I have to do 31, etc. Let's just see where we go from here. See, I can fit the 23 in now, so I'll do that. Now, the fields I'm going to go to next are the product field, but I'm going to go to the first line item that we're selling. That's 25. And then I want to go across from there, 31 and 37 and 43, 49, and so forth. So I want to go 25, 6 higher, 6 higher, 6 higher. That's the only way I'm going to remember that. So I'll start with 21, 27, 33, 39, 46. Tab, and then I'm going to go down and do 22, 28, 34, 40, and 46. Tab. And let's see if I get this right. Escape. Am I getting it right? No. After, where am I? I'm on the cursor. Didn't need the 45, that one. So I have the catalog number, the description, the price, and the charge. And remember, I protected the extension, so I don't need it. So I already need 22, 28, 34, 40. And if I were to press escape, it would tell me that I don't need some of these other fields. I must have done them wrong. Let me see which ones. 28, I'll get rid of all of them. I'll go back and look at the screen. I want to start at 26, not at 22. I made a mistake. So that's my problem. I'll start over at 26. 26, let's see, go down to 26. 26, 32, 38, and 44. Put a tab. And then I want to start at 27, 33, 39, 45, and I guess I have to put 51. Let's see if that's true. Escape, no. Doesn't like field 51. Okay, I'm going to put a tab here. The next field I'm going to want to go into on the screen is the tax field. The tax field is 56 and the shipping field is 57. So I'll do that now. 56, 57, and might as well knock the payments out too. 56, 57. Now if I go to the very end of the screen, I'll go to 56, 57, put a tab and go to payments, which is, was it 60? Let's see. No, 160. Was it 59? Yeah, it might have been 59. There we go. Okay, this is a pretty much completely done screen that when their cursor comes into it, they're going to go up into this cuscode field. It's going to pop in their name and address. They're going to put in the date. They're going to put in whether it's an invoice or credit memo. It's going to jump them way over here to putting in a ship to address. After that, it's going to drop them down to here, and they're going to go right directly across each line, and then across the next line if they need to, the next line, and then it's going to jump them down to the tax, and then they can put in the shipping, and they're done. Later on, after they send this out and their payment comes back in, they can press update on this record, and because the cursor path is set up the way it is, they can just press the up arrow and jump right to field 59, which is the payment, pay it off. All right, this is enough for this lesson of building invoice screens, and I hope you can learn a little bit from it. Mostly what I use with defined screens is box functions to do just about everything, and my big goal is to line up the fields so they look good and clean underneath titles or next to titles, and I'm sure that you're going to have great fun just designing your own screens and designing them the way you like.